All right, we should be back up and running again. I just have to update the chat. Give me 1 second. There we go. Oh, hello, Lemon Zest. Welcome. All right, we are back. I like doing the just chatting live streams as kind of their own thing. Like, I know that we could just like kind of do it like on the same stream, but like, I don't know. Like, I feel like sometimes they run too long, and then people are just like, "Well, what is this? Is this a Vox Libre video, or is this a is this like some sort of weird combination thing?" Hello, Ari. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, we did a little bit of a shorter Vox Libre stream today, but that's okay. That's okay. All right, let me adjust my microphone here a little bit. That way I can kind of relax, drink some water. And we can all just hang out. Oh, you know what? It'd probably be a good idea if I actually share the live streams. Hold on a second. Okay, so Vox Libre certainly was held today. And I come chat with me instead. I'll do a little oopsie. I'm in Hera. Oops. And we'll go ahead and I'll put this in the Discord too for anybody else who wants to come join us. And let's see here. Where's YouTube? There's YouTube. And push that. There we go. Cool. All right, now we're good. Now we should be like all set up for success. Have you found somebody to work with for my shorts? No, I have not found somebody yet who is willing to do the YouTube shorts. I figured that's something that we could probably talk about today. So, I am I am looking for somebody to help me out with YouTube shorts. Here's the thing. I want this to be kind of like what the kind of editor I'm looking for isn't somebody who necessarily needs to like do full edits. What I'm looking for is somebody who's willing to clip 30 to 60 seconds worth of content for me. And I understand this is going to be a little bit like labor intensive. So what I would really like to do is work out like a deal with them and be like, okay, hey, here's like this 2 hour live stream. You're going to watch this 2 hour live stream and you're going to clip all the funny moments, right? And then we agree on like X price for them to do that work, because I know there's gonna be a cost to it, right? It's labor intensive, right? This is not a simple thing that I'm asking someone to do. But if we can come up with a cost that is agreeable to both of us to produce that content, I would like to do that because it would take something off of my plate. Because right now I still have to worry about doing the live streams and editing together all of the long form content for the channel. So if I can just find even one way to get like something else off my plate, I think it's really going to help the channel out, because there is value in YouTube shorts. I know I've crashed out about them and I complain that like I put all this work into them, and like the ones I put a lot of work into, I don't get a lot of results on. It's fine. It's like kind of like a spaghetti on the wall thing, in my opinion, at this point. I do want to do them. I just need to have a more efficient way to start tackling that work. Does that make sense, though? Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully I'm not just like talking like I'm crazy. By the way, there's somebody here who is interested in localizing Sharky. Oh, that's awesome. Well, hopefully they get in touch with the Sharky developer so that they can start making those contributions to the project. It's always a good idea to get people, especially people who speak foreign languages, get involved in projects like this. But yeah, so like hopefully I can find somebody who's willing to do that for me, because otherwise it's going to be stuck with me and I have to go with, oh yeah, Cerna, Sharky is just it's Fediverse software. It's like Mastodon. It's a fork of Mistkey. I've done a Mistkey video on the channel before. Hold on a second, I'll pull it up. 1 second, hold on. I've done videos, so might as well show off the videos I've done before. Start it off. Alright, hold on. Now, how do I get this on the screen for you all to see? Okay, there we go. Yeah, I made some changes to like how things work on stream now, so give me a second. I'm still kind of getting used to it. There it is. So yeah, I did do a Sharky video before. So here you are. You can see it behind me. If you're interested, I'll go ahead and I'll drop a URL for anybody who wants to watch the Sharky video. It's in my old, obviously I did it as numbers. It's not a rain video, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, that was my original Sharky video. And remember, this is a story about how Sharky was developed. This isn't like a technical guide on how Sharky works. I did do a follow-up video. It's much, 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 much more boring. If you're looking for technical advice and like going over features and stuff like that, there is a video for that. I thought this story was worth telling though, because it was made by trans girls for trans girls. Well, it's now made for anybody, really, but like, you know, that was the original idea behind it, and I thought it was a cool story to tell. Also, for those who are watching right now, if you don't mind, can you hit the like button on the stream for me? That really helps me out a ton. Like, you really don't have any idea how much hitting that like button really helps. So if you could please hit the like button, that really helps a lot. And if you're actually one of the people who are watching right now and you haven't subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscribe button too. Subscribing during the live streams is actually hugely helpful. So doing any of those would be wonderful, if you don't mind. And of course, you know, you'll have my thanks and my love for doing it. I can't offer much, but I could offer you that. And maybe like a cute pose. If I pose cute enough for you, would you subscribe to the channel? If I beg, would you subscribe? Would you hit that subscribe button? If Rainy begged for you? I know. Most of the people here are probably already subscribed. You got a dab for that sub? I don't have a dab yet. I've got my little like hand raised up, like ooh, and I've got like an ah. So I got like an ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. I feel like I could break out in the song.
Sharky's on
hey,
call,
there we
subscribe
go.
To the
Sharky's
channel.
on call. Subscribe to the channel. Hey, look at the irony of that, especially because I was just talking about a video about Sharky. So hey, we got one person. Hey, it does work. Hey, I guess asking people to subscribe really does work. Yay. I always think just you hear YouTubers say that like all the time. But like, you know, you don't really know if it works or not. To be honest with you, like the way that most YouTubers ask for a subscription really bothers me if I'm being like real about it. Like let's have a real conversation about like the way that YouTubers like conduct their YouTube videos sometimes. There's a reason why like I'm very careful about the way I ask and like where I put them in the videos. Like I very rarely ask for a subscription way up front. Like there are some YouTube videos where I like click the video and they're like, hi, we're going to be talking about so-and-so today. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And we're like, I'm 5 seconds into the video and you want me to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. This is like, literally, we've just, like meeting somebody like face to face. And they're like a business person, right? They shake your hand and they're like, hi, nice to meet you. My name's, you know, Tom Dickinson. And I'm here to sell you a house. Here you go. Would you like to buy a house from me? Here's all the information you need. Like, and you're like, wait a second. Whoa. Like, slow down. We just met. Like, can I have a second to respond? So anyways, like I've always been like super careful like that, and I do like the kind of the jokey ones though. Like so like when people joke about like the subscriptions, there's one YouTuber I watched recently, and he really did get down on his hands and knees and begged for the subscription, and I was like, oh my gosh, and he did it in a way that was funny and not like desperate or weird. Like it actually was really, really genuinely funny. So I was like, you know what, you've earned my subscription for that. I don't really know a good funny way to do it yet. I'm sure I'll find something. Poses to sub? I mean, yeah, I just gotta find my thing. I always like it too, like when they make like a little game of it too. That's always fun. Like, but the ones that I really hate are like the ones where they show you how many people are not subscribed to the channel. And it's like that, I don't know. For me, that rubs me the wrong way. It's like because like I don't know. Like I don't know. It just for me it bothers me. I think it's just like it's putting a lot of pressure on people who like unnecessarily, and it's like I don't know, it's just shoving raw data in people's face. I don't know, if you really want to earn people's subscriptions, you don't have to like point out the fact out that they're not subscribed. Like sometimes I'm not subscribed to you because I haven't made a decision. Maybe this is my third or my fourth video on you, and I haven't decided whether or not I'm gonna subscribe. Maybe I'm on the fence about it, right? And like that like will rub me the wrong way. It's because like, yeah, I know I'm feeding into that statistic because like I'm not sure if I'm ready to subscribe yet. And that's valid. I hate when they go like this percent of viewers are yeah, it's so annoying, right? Like it's like and like here's the thing. I would just be happy if people watched, right? Like subscribers are great. Subscribers are awesome. I want them because it like it helps me have like a direct contact with like my community, right? But for everyone else who just like if you would just watch my videos, I'd just be thrilled. That'd be fine. That's enough for me. You don't even have to like or comment. Like just please just watch. Just give me a chance. That's all Rainy asked for. I'm just looking for a fighting chance here. That's it. Just give me a chance, please. There's my subscription bag. Please give me a chance. I'd do anything. I just want to be a real YouTuber. I want to be a VTuber someday, please. There you go. Does that work for everybody? Does begging trans girls work? Or maybe I gotta do the cute pose. Gibbering without caffeine. Alright, we're not doing Vox Libre anymore, so I'll let you off the hook on your bet. You have to do the uwu voice? What the hell is the uwu voice? Like, how do I do uwu? Like, wait. There's a voice for that? Like, I know there's like an uwu style of text that's like super creepy. But like, I didn't know there was a voice for it. I didn't know. Wait, what's the uwu voice? Do I need to look this up? Is there a way like we can find an impression of this on YouTube? Wait a second. Hold on. Uwu voice. Oh, wait. All right, hold on. Wait. Apparently, there is an uwu voice. I want to hear this.
Sorry, I don't talk in a uwu voice. I don't know what you expected me to do. Uwu? Uwu? No! I taught what? Sorry, I don't talk in a...
I don't know if that actually gave me the example I was looking for there. I don't think that was an uwu voice. Go back to my channel at least. Please, no, don't let me hear. Hey, how am I supposed to know to avoid it if I don't expose myself to the source material? Listen, long enough. It's a sacrifice we're all gonna have to make here. Oh crap, I forgot to turn the music on for the stream. Whoopsie daisy. Oh, I'm a mess today. Stream music. Well, I'm a mess every day. Is that like news for anybody? There we go. Now we got some music going. Stuff. Yes, absolutely. That's how you do exposure therapy? I mean, it is true. I mean, I have to expose myself to a certain level of driving or I like really get bad at driving again and I get too stressed out. And I especially get super stressed out if somebody else is driving to the point like where sometimes I just cover my eyes and I don't look anymore. And I'm just like, you know what? If this is the intersection we die at, you know, it's good knowing you. And I just cover my eyes and just hope the driver knows what they're doing. It really gets that stressful for me. Search is dead uwu? Okay, alright, I'll do it. I'm not gonna get like... who cares? I don't even care if I get demonetized anymore. Whatever. Oh no, I'm gonna lose my whole 5 cents. Oh no. Oh no, don't take my whole buffalo nickel away from me, YouTube. Don't do that. What will I ever do without your 5 cents of ad share revenue? Alright, so what was the name of it again? It was God is Dead, Ooh Woo. Okay, alright, give me a second, I'm gonna look it up. God is Dead, Ooh Woo. Okay, alright, give me a second. Let me pause the stream music for a second. And I'll open it up.
God is dead. God remains dead. And we have killed him. How shall we comfort ourselves? The murderers of our murderers. What was holiest and righteous of all that the world has owned has bled to death under our knives.
95 cents.
Who will wipe this blood off us? What water is there to clean ourselves?
Okay, that was an experience. I don't know what kind of experience it was, but it definitely was a experience. Turn it off. So all you gotta do is just talk it like... You gotta just talk it like cheeky, like almost like... Okay, alright. So it's like... Oh, wait, yo, above police, wait, I gotta do the pose. Okay, so it's like... Oh, but you, please subscribe to the channel? I don't know, like, is that it? Did I do it right? I think I did it wrong. I don't think that's how you talk in ooh voice. I think I need more practice. And Gobik, thank you so much for the super chat. I hope that was a good enough impression.
Serena super chatted 71 cents.
Oh my goodness. Alright, does this mean I need to do more oohs? Oh my goodness. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, how do you do ooh in the ooh voice? So it's like you've gotta like almost mispronounce every other word. I think it's like please subscribe to the channel. I don't know. Like, is that it? Or am I like just overdoing it now? I feel like I'm overdoing it. Maybe I need to hear more examples. Oh, there was supposed to be a chat? Oh, yeah, depending on, like, what you write in there, sometimes YouTube will filter it out. Like, if there's, like, a naughty word in there, they'll, like, zero it out. I won't ever see it. I have no idea what's written in there. They have, like, their own, like, super chat moderation thing. I have nothing to do with it. I don't know. Here, try to send it in the chat and add spaces between the words. Like, extra spaces in the between the letters of the word that you think might have been caught in the filter. Aw, I'm sorry. I am so cooked. What do you need? What do you need, Frog? What can I help you out with? There's no such thing as too many uwos. Oh, hello, Dark Raven. Welcome, my brother. I hope you're doing well today. Well, hey, if it helps, right? Like, anything to get subscribers for the channel, I guess. Hee hee. No, I'm not like that. Actually, I was really happy to hear, because I've talked about this a lot. What YouTube channel was it on? It was, Legal... Yeah. I think this is the channel. Yeah, this is it. Legal Mindset. So I've been watching their channel recently, and what video was it? I believe it was this one. Johnny Somali wants max punishment. I have been following this whole Johnny Somali thing for a while now because I absolutely can't stand this person. They are the most obnoxious, abhorrent live streamer I've ever seen in my entire life, and I am so glad that he is finally getting what he deserves there. So I don't cover like YouTube drama very much, but this is something I've been waiting to see, like, its inevitable conclusion for a while, and I'm happy to report to everybody that if you don't like Johnny Somali, he's probably gonna get his comeuppance real soon. So yay. Anybody who doesn't like him, you've got cause to celebrate soon, I'm pretty sure. But again, I'm not a legal expert, so you should probably go to something like Legal Mindset and watch their video because they're going to cover it way better than anything I have to say about it. But if you're interested, because I certainly have been watching and following up on it, yeah, that's something that is really good news for the overall live streaming community, I think. Like, this is a positive thing. We really need to get rid of these like obnoxious nuisance streamers and like the live streamers that just cause like a ruckus, and it doesn't even have to be IRL either. Like, there's a lot of other live streamers that just cause headaches and problems for other people. That stuff just needs to stop overall. So this is at least a good step in the right direction for IRL nuisance streamers in foreign countries. I mean, not just the Koreans, he also did it in Japan, too. The thing is, too, is, what was the other one? Vitali? Vitali, the one in the Philippines? That was great. Justice was dealt a swift blow against him. And you know what? He absolutely had it coming to him, too. He absolutely had it coming. Oh, my goodness. Oh, you couldn't, like, has anybody, like, interacted at all with, like, Filipino culture or Filipino people in general? Right? Because like a good portion of my family, like I have family that's Filipino through marriage, right? And they're some of the nicest people I have ever met in my entire life. How could you possibly want to terrorize anybody from that country? They're so welcoming, they're so warm, right? And like every country's got a little bit of like bad people and bad behavior, but like of the like cultures and from my travels across Asia, I would say Filipino people are probably amongst the nicest of groups of people I've met. So it's like I really don't understand what like they were even like he even wanted to accomplish there, terrorizing all of those people in the Philippines. And I'm so glad. I am so glad they were like, nope, no chill, maximum punishment if we can get away with it. Oh, and in Israel, you're right, Dalton King. I forgot Johnny Somali was in Israel, and I think he got hauled away by the police there a few times too. I feel like so many people forget that when you travel around, you're a visitor and a guest in that country. You're absolutely 100% right. Like every single time I've gone to someplace like Taiwan or Indonesia or anywhere like China, right? Like remember, you don't get special privileges. You're in their country, you're in their laws, and you're following their culture, and you better respect it, right? You better respect it because you're a guest there. They've welcomed you in with open arms and said, hey, if you want to experience our way of life, you're welcome to stay here for a short period of time, right? And the last thing you really want to do is spit in the face of somebody who's giving you hospitality. Like, this is your opportunity to open yourself and educate yourself and to open your mind to things that you may not have experienced. Like, traveling is one of the best things I have ever done with my life. It is the thing that I have spent the most money on, and it is the thing I am the least regretful of spending money on. Every single place I've gone has taught me something new, not only about myself, but about the people that live there. And I can't tell you like how much more open-minded it makes you as a person. Just even like going there and just saying like, hey, like, listen, I don't know anything about the temples in Taiwan, for example, right? So let's say you don't know anything about Taoism. Go to the temple, even if it's not part of your religion, right? Go there, keep an open mind. Don't talk to them about your religion. They're not interested in your religion. You're there to learn about their culture and like what they're doing at the temple. And that's always been my mindset. And I just go there and I just follow along and I try to be as respectful as possible. And if everybody else is praying and doing something, I try to like just do the same thing in like the most respectful way possible. Usually I go with like a guide who's there to like kind of help me and make sure I don't do anything like stupid. That's always a good idea too if you're unsure. Like maybe like have a local friend or somebody that you travel with that keeps you out of trouble, right? Like, oh, here's something like in Thailand, right? I didn't know this. I had a friend tell me about this because I dropped some money and I almost like used my foot to like stop the money from blowing away. And they're like, don't do that. Just pick it up off the ground. And I'm like, why? And they're like it's super disrespectful to put your foot on the king's face. Like people don't like that. It's like not, it's like frowned upon. And they're like, you're a foreigner, so you'll probably be fine, right? But like, just avoid it if you can do that. Like, in fact, don't say anything bad about the king. How about that? How about we just all talk nice about the king all the time? And I'm like, that's a little weird, but okay, sure. You know what? The king is great. I love the king too. It's not really my place to question it, right? It's their culture. It's their thing. I'm just here to enjoy my time. So, you know, hey, if we all love the king, I guess I love the king too while I'm here. I'm a guest here, right? Like, you know what I mean though, right? Like this is your opportunity to learn. You can make like your own judgment calls and assessments after you leave, right? Like there's a time and a place for you to reflect upon your journeys and your travels and to like to incorporate different parts of culture into your knowledge base and to make those like critical thinking decisions about like the experiences you've had and to determine whether they were good or bad or if you agree with those like types of cultures or not, right? There's a time and a place for it. It's not while you're there, and it's definitely should not be up for debate while you're in their country. I don't know. Those are just my feelings about it. Hopefully, I don't know. Just take what you will from that. I don't even know how to end this properly.
Luna Lapis 0 subscribed to the channel.
Ah, thanks for the subscription. Well, hopefully I'll take that as a sign is that you kind of agree with what I said there. Well, you know, like Dark Raven, if you are a little bit close-minded, I mean, and it's okay. It's okay. Not everybody needs to be open-minded. I encourage being open-minded, though. Like, I definitely encourage open-minded, exploring new cultures, and trying things on for the first time, right? Like, especially if you know nothing about it, like, hey, there's nothing wrong with trying on a new hat, right? Like, even if the hat looks a little silly on your head when you put it on, not the best fit, right? Hey, just try the hat on for a few minutes, see if you like it. You might surprise yourself. And even if everybody else thinks the hat looks silly, maybe you just like that hat. And that's like kind of the way I look at it when I like go and do these things. Like, it doesn't have to be part of me if I don't want it to be, but I can put the silly hat on for a minute and have some fun with it and take it back off when I don't want to wear it anymore. Oh, I forgot to turn the music back on. I keep doing that. I was like, why are we sitting here listening to deafening silence the entire time? Also, can we get Johnny Somali's ugly ass face off of my screen? God, I hate him so much.
Turn it off.
There we go. At least now we're looking at the Sharky icon. No, sis, you cannot convince me I am a burb. I'm cool. Well, hey, Ravens do have very, very strong opinions. My boyfriend recently visited my home country. It was a lot of fun, and he was consistently very polite and friendly to everyone. Even more so than I do. Hey, that's perfect though. See, that's exactly the right behavior we want to encourage, right? Like, I always tried to say please and thank you, like, when I was in Taiwan. And, like, I was promptly reminded that, like, thank yous are a little unnecessary in a lot of social interactions in Taiwan because it's just, like, kind of the expected, like, course of business. But, like, I don't know, I still always felt it was extra nice to say thank you, right? It's just shit. Just say shit at the end of everything, right? You don't always need to do it, right? But, like, I just want to let people know that, hey, I understand interacting with somebody who doesn't formally speak your language could be mildly frustrating. At minimum, I just want you to know I'm thankful for giving me your 5 minutes. Oh, you know what I could show y'all? Hold on. Updated my website. I brought this up at the beginning of the Vox Libre stream, but, like, not a lot of people were watching. So I took the advice from yesterday's Let's Chat live stream, and I went ahead and I made posters. They're just little tiny posters right now, so, like, just to get started, the only sizes available are 5x7s. I wanted to keep the cost cheap, but for anybody who likes my artwork, I will add more. Just tell me what drawings you want on a poster, and I'll do it. And I'll try to make bigger sizes if you want them, but right now they're all 5x7, so they're just little ones. I have them for $11 US each. I don't know if that's a great price. I don't know, but, like, a few people have bought them already, so if anybody's interested in my art on a poster, well, there you go. It's available to you. I'm not drinking iced tea. I love iced tea, though. Oh, especially with, like, a little bit of orange. I know people like to put lemon in their iced tea, but I like to put orange in my iced tea. Way better. Or maybe mix a little bit of orange and a little bit of lemon. Oh, now we're talking. Now we're talking about some smooth sipping. Especially on a nice hot day. It's gonna be like 90 degrees again. It's gonna be insane. Oh, hello, Artemis. Welcome to the stream, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Just wave the Disability Pride flag. Oh yeah, it is Disability Pride Month. Oh, the Disability Pride flag was so pretty. I posted that in the Discord earlier. That was really cute. I should do a Disability Pride drawing for this month. That death thy be my faith if cursed iced tea is my choice of drink. Listen, I think what you're trying to say is give me coffee or give me death. And listen, I would fully agree with you when it's first thing in the morning. In the afternoon, I do prefer to switch over to iced tea because it's just a little more refreshing. And it's not as heavy. Like, coffee can be really heavy. Even iced coffee can feel heavy, especially if you add cream or milk to it. Especially if you add sugar to it. Like, I don't add sugar to my coffee. I don't like that. I don't need my coffee to be sweet. Just put some milk in it. That's enough for me. I'm not a picky girl. In fact, if you even make me coffee in the morning, I'd be absolutely stoked. I'd be like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. My lifeblood, my mana. My mana, you've given me everything I need. Like, you don't even have to cook me breakfast. Just make me coffee. That's all I need in the morning. I don't need much, right? Maybe a head pat and a warm cup of coffee. I can cook my own breakfast. Don't you worry about that. I'm still capable. I'm still strong. I just, need a little extra time to get around the kitchen. Hot or cold coffee is my soul. I fully agree with that. You know what? I'm actually dropping rain sippy cups in the chat in honor of Crag. and their horrible, crippling caffeine addiction. I'm hungry, sis. Please feed your bird brother. I'm gonna be making some more sourdough bread soon. I've been learning how to bake recently, too. I want to do some baking videos. I don't think I'm gonna do long-form videos for baking, though. Doesn't really fit in with, like, the content very well, but I will try to film YouTube shorts of me baking stuff. Just, like, really quick, easy things that I've learned. Like, these aren't gonna be, like, advanced baking recipes or anything, but just for funsies, you know? I just thought, yeah, why not? I'm already doing it. And if you like something I make, then yay. Right? And if I do make something, you're like, Ray, that's disgusting. How did you even, like, eat that? Well, I would definitely like to know, because then maybe I need to go to the doctor and get my taste buds looked at. Oh, goodness. I drink copious amounts of tea. Me too. I switch back and forth between coffee and tea all the time. Coffee upsets my stomach a lot. But coffee gives me that, like, that hardcore kick right in the rear that I absolutely need to get through, like, all the things that I need to get through, especially as somebody who suffers through chronic pain, like, 24/7, and I'm constantly dealing with, like, fatigue from being, like, in pain all the time. Coffee is the best. Now, tea is great. I love tea. Tea doesn't bother my stomach at all, but, like, the caffeine just feels so much weaker to me, and it doesn't really, like, give me that same boost of energy. So I feel like I drink, like, so much of it, and I get, like, nothing out of the tea. Unless you get, like, those super concentrated, like, caffeinated teas, but, like, then, like, why don't you just have coffee at that point, right? Like, what are we even doing here? I drink so much sparkling water to kill myself. You know what's funny about sparkling water too is when I was little, right? When I was little, I remember going over to somebody's house, right? And I was like, I was pretty young. I had to be like maybe like 10 years old, maybe. And I was like, "Do you have any soda?" And they're like, "We don't have soda here. We have sparkling water in cans." And I was like, "Oh, well, okay, I'll try that." And then like I went and picked one out, and it was like cherry. And I was like, okay, well, I mean, it looks like a can of soda, so it probably tastes fine, right? And I open the thing up, I take one sip out of it, and I spit it out immediately, and I'm like, this is disgusting. Like, how did, like, grown-ups drink this stuff? This is awful. I will never drink sparkling water. All right. Now, like, fast forward, like, 25, 30 years in my life, and I, like, pretty much only drink sparkling water now. I've gone, like, 180. Like, if my 10-year-old self would see me now, well, one, they wouldn't believe I'm a girl. That'd be the first thing. And two, they'd be like, you drink sparkling water? What? I think it would be earth-shattering for 10-year-old me to see what I look like today. I don't think they'd believe it. You know what else? I would like to meet the military version of myself at 18 years old, because they wouldn't believe it either. Like, if I went back in time and saw myself at 18 when I was in the Marine Corps, and I was like, hey, guess what? Guess what happens to you in the future? I don't think 18-year-old me would believe it. In fact, 18-year-old me might just punch the adult version of me in the face and call me a liar. And be like, why are you tricking me like this? This can't be real. You're like some sort of demon. I definitely wouldn't have been able to handle that. I'm definitely way too young. Oh, hello, Charlotte. Welcome to the stream, my friend. At work, I drink a teapot of black tea in the morning and another teapot of green tea in the afternoon. Ooh, I like jasmine tea. Jasmine tea is really good. I dislike all water that is not from my house. Wait, or from your hose. Wait, you might need to clarify that statement a little bit, Escape. I can tell BR Burno water apart from other water. Wait, what's Burno or BRNO water? I'm not sure what either of those things are. Burno water. Hold on, let me Let me look this up on stream, but hold on. Sometimes when I search things up, I want to make sure that, like... Burno water. Oh, Burno is the... Okay, yeah, see? Okay. Ooh, it's pretty, though. Hold on. Wait. Now I can pull it up on stream, because now I've looked at it. Is this it? Because if it is, it's beautiful. Oh my goodness, look at that sky. Look at that water. Look at that scene. Look at that town just sitting right up against the river. Even if I'm wrong, this was very beautiful. Definitely worth looking into. Oh my goodness, Gombic, thank you so much for the gift. Unfortunately, those don't show up on the live stream. So I'm gonna have to like give you lots of like love and pay extra attention when people do stuff like that. I don't know why it doesn't come up. It should be thanking you for that on the stream, but it doesn't, so I'm gonna have to do it manually. That looks like some Polish city called Brno. Well, it's beautiful, right? Even if I'm wrong. Let me pull up something cool. I don't know. What can we look at? I'm bored. Anybody got anything interesting we can look up today? Oh, hello, Club. Welcome to the stream. My aunt is in the hospital with really bad pneumonia. I'm gonna go visit my aunt in the hospital later today. Aw, I'm really sorry to hear that. I hope she gets better soon. Pneumonia is no joke. Pneumonia is really bad. In fact, it's something that, like, I don't think people take seriously enough. First off, let's all drop some hearts in the chat for Kleb, and their aunt. Let's hope that she has a speedy recovery. I do have a quick story about being in Marine Corps boot camp and having pneumonia. So, when I, like, was in the Marine Corps, I was told that the fastest way through basic training was to just go through basic training and to not let yourself get dropped out or to fail any courses or anything like that. If you could get through the entire regimen without getting, like, assigned to any extra duties or any extra, like, training things, right? Like, you'll get through it in 3 months. So, I ended up getting pneumonia super bad while I was in basic training, and I didn't want to tell anybody because I was worried that I would need to be given so much time off for the pneumonia that I would, like, need to, like, stay at basic training longer. So I was like, well, you know what? It's just pneumonia. It's just a cough. I'll be totally fine, right? I was not totally fine. I think in the progression of like 3 to 4 days, the coughing got so bad that I was like basically throwing up every single time that I would cough. And I still refused to go to sick call. So the drill instructor one morning, basically, because every morning they're like, okay, which recruits need to go to sick call this morning? Raise your hand, right? And like those who are like sick or have an injury get to go to sick call, and everybody else carries on throughout the day. So because I wasn't volunteering myself to go to sick call, they did a kind of a reverse thing to me, and they're like, okay, we're gonna do it differently today. And they're like, instead of us saying we need to go to sick call, everybody point to one person that needs to go to sick call this morning. And everybody pointed to me immediately. And they're like, well, this is a democracy. Guess you're going to sick call. And I'm like, God damn it. No. But it was definitely I definitely needed to go to sick call. I definitely needed to go to sick call. And like the thing is too, is like they gave me like 5 pills. And after like a few days, I was better again. So, like, I put myself through all of that nonsense for no reason. So definitely don't toy around with pneumonia. It can it's definitely nothing to mess around with. It'll get you really sick. It can kill you. It could definitely kill you. So, like, don't mess around with that. Don't be like me. Our senior medic are so overprotective of us cadets to the point if somebody has a headache, they were fast to react. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing too. Like like in basic training, if you're hurt at all, like they want you to go to sick call. They want you to go get that looked at, and they want it documented. That doesn't necessarily mean the training stops for you, right? But they want to know if you're hurt and where you're hurt, so that if something worse happens, they can at least know like what's going on. Right? The last thing they want to do is be flying blind, and then all of a sudden you're like severely, like, you've got like a severe case of pneumonia, and like that's what they told me. They're like basically one of the doctors is like, how are you even breathing? Like, jeez. They're like, well, you know, they're motivated. They're like, yeah, you're gonna motivate yourself into an early grave. Jesus, Rain. Wait, I was in the Marines? Yeah. That's one of the reasons why my character has an eye patch. It's to represent my military service. And since the Marines are mostly water-based units, I figured an eye patch was appropriate. Kind of like a pirate vibe. Yar. Who's... Oh, god damn it. It's gonna take me a while to break that habit. You know that. You know that. Froganob. You can't change your name on me and then expect me to break like 3 weeks of habit. I was motivated. They didn't let me have caffeine. In fact, I was on reduced rations in basic training. I wasn't even allowed to have Powerade. Because I was overweight. Like, oh my goodness. If we really want to talk about, like, the military and the Marine Corps boot camp, we could talk about that. Like, hold on, what is it? Let's see if I can find a nice picture for us to put up on live stream. There we go. Do we really want to talk about, like, basic training, though? Is that really what we're in the mood for today? Do we really want to know about Rain being in the United States Marine Corps? I mean, because I will talk to you about it. If you're really curious. I don't have anything good to say about it, but, you know, I will tell you. Alright, Demozed. Yes, I've been, like, a little bit, like, clogged up in my DMs these days. That's why, like, it's probably better if you hit me up in the server. In fact, actually, I wanted to say that as a reminder. Like, definitely the best place to chat with me is in the Discord server. Oh, and let me just show a couple of things about the Discord server before I get into the Marine Corps. Actually, we'll wait. But before... Actually, we'll do this after the Marine Corps conversation because I already see people, like, asking questions about it. But I'm going to go over some stuff in the Discord, too. Just remind me about it. How many transgender personnel in the U.S. Army and Marine Corps? I have no idea, Ari. And to be honest with you, that is becoming kind of a problem there. So I can look into it. I don't have numbers in front of me right now. When I was in the Marine Corps, it was still don't ask, don't tell. So I have no idea how many of my peers were gay, trans, lesbian, etc., because you didn't ask about it and you don't tell anybody about it. That was the whole point of the policy, right? Even if you were suspicious of somebody or whatever, you just don't talk about it. Nobody talks about it. You do you. Like, that was, and I don't agree with that policy, but that is the policy. That was the one that was active when I was in. So even, like, when I was back in, I couldn't give you a clear answer. Like, I mean, maybe, like, 1 or 2 people I knew was gay, but, like, they never told me, so that's a guess. That's me inferring that information at best. Since I'm still ROTC cadet now, may I ask from a cadet point of view? You can ask me any questions you want. I may not answer all of them, but, you know, I'd be happy to give you information that, like, I'm privy to. I'm overweight and I hate it. Oh yeah, I'm a little overweight myself right now. I definitely want to lose like 20 pounds. I can't wait for the wheelchair to get here. I'm so excited because then I'll finally be able to go out and do some more exercises. So one of the things too that like often a lot of people ask me about when it comes to like being a veteran is whether or not I was ever deployed overseas. I was not. I was a M1A1 Abrams tank mechanic. I fixed like turbine engines and a lot of like parts on tanks. That was my job. So I am a military veteran, but I am not a combat veteran. That's like a really important distinction to make. So something that I always bring up whenever I discuss this stuff. So please don't call me a combat veteran. I've never been in combat. I am a military veteran. That policy sounds like the dumbest thing ever. You'd be correct. You'd be 100% correct in that statement, Clem. It is the dumbest thing ever. How excited am I with Kenshi? Oh my gosh. I am looking forward to Kenshi so much. In Europe, we only use the word veteran for combat veterans, primarily major wars. I mean, like, there's a lot of terms around. You could just use the term veteran. Veteran just covers all your bases here. So if you just use veteran, it's like kind of like a generalized word. But then some people are like, oh, combat veteran, right? Like, they add the extra to it. And I just like, that would be a step too far, at least for me. Alright, hold on. Let me pull up the Discord real quick. I wanted to go over a couple of things in the Discord with everybody. About... Okay. Alright, so let me go ahead and pull up, like, the threads thing here in the Discord. Wait, how do I do it? I don't even know what I'm doing sometimes. There we go. Yay! Okay, so like for like stuff going on in the Discord, recently I've been getting like flooded with like direct messages a lot, and that's too confusing for me, and I don't have the ability to keep up with that very well. Something I just wanted to mention is that everybody in the Discord can make threads and stuff like that. So if you go here and you can search for a post, if you don't see like a thread already created about something that we want to discuss, go ahead and make a brand new thread, start filling that in and tag me in it, and then I can follow up with everybody on those conversations later. And that's going to be a much easier way. Plus, it also opens the conversation up to the community to get participated in those kind of things that we want to discuss. So if we want to talk about something, for example, like let's say we're going to do a new Luanti game. Let's say we're going to do the backrooms test. We can open up a thread for backrooms test and start talking about it there and tag me there. And it's going to be a lot easier for me to find that information again instead of having to hop through 700 different DMs and remember who sent me that information at what time, where, when, and why. It's just way too hard for me because a lot of you do give me great advice. You gave me great tips. You gave me like great suggestions, and they all get like lost to the wind somewhere in somebody's DM somewhere. And if I don't remember specifically who I discussed that one thing with, I almost can never find anything anymore. So this is something that's super helpful, not only to me, but it's also just a great way for us as a community to kind of start like coming together a little bit more. So I'm really trying to push everybody to interact with me as much as possible inside of the Discord. And hopefully that like helps everybody out, like, because I feel bad. I really do feel bad. I don't want to blow off anybody's direct messages, but it's like that's really the worst way these days to get a hold of me and to have a conversation with me, because there's just too much stuff I've got to get done. And what ends up happening more often than not is that I open up the direct message, I don't have time in that moment to reply, and then that message gets left unread for until somebody like bumps me again. But bumping me again isn't necessarily always like helpful, because then like I try to go through other messages, like it's just it becomes kind of a problem. So I'm hoping if we all use the Discord server, that like fixes my issues of getting lost in the sauce all the time. Yeah, I mean, like, unless it's like, I mean, like, general chat's still probably the best way to go. But, like, if it's something super specific and you're like, Rain, I want to go over this topic with you, just open a thread and tag me in it and start, like, going over it there. And when I have time, I will go to it and, like, add to it. And then, like I said, it also opens it up to the community to get involved as well. One thing I do want to say about the Discord, though, and when it comes to, like, talking about, like, certain topics in there, one thing I do want to mention is, I've made this a rule in the Discord for a while, though. Don't bring up social media drama in the Discord from any source. It doesn't matter where it comes from. That's our Discord is not the place for it. Just something to just throw out there for anybody, like, and that's like hard to like kind of like put a pin on, but like if we're calling, if the post looks like a call out post to anybody, probably don't post that there. You could post like funny things that people post like on social media. I don't care about that, but if it's gonna stir up drama or controversy, don't post it. That's gonna be like kind of my like comment there on that kind of stuff. I like that's like my one thing I want to say about like just to be careful, because again, I just don't want to rub anybody the wrong way. The whole point of our community is to be like kind of a peaceful place, to get away from all of that stuff. I don't want to drag drama unnecessarily into the Discord if we can avoid it. So funny, haha stuff, yes. But if it looks like it's like two people stirring the pot for any reason, maybe don't post that. I know that conversation probably was a little less fun, but yeah, I figured I'd bring it up. Oh my goodness, this stream music from JVPKL is so good. Oh, hello, Karu. Welcome to the stream, my friend. How are you today? Karu is one of the moderators on the Discord. Karu, you just missed my whole conversation about the Discord. You know what game has great chill background music? Siege of Avalon. Hold on, let me look that up. I actually am not familiar with that. Let's see here. Is this it? Kind of looks like a Diablo-esque game. Like a top-down, like, dungeon crawler RPG. The game that nobody has heard of, but is really good and has great music. It was done by a Swedish band. Interesting. I mean, I'll definitely check it out. We're doing Kenshi soon. Oh, actually, you know what'd be a great thing to do? I do have to make a couple of game purchases. Maybe I can make some game purchases on while we're here. I gotta definitely buy Catchy. Hold on, let me get Steam pulled up. We could do that on live stream real quick. It's also free because it's abandonware. Well, that's even better. I love free. I love free things. Oh, whoops. I forgot. I gotta take down the Ko-Fi goal. We don't need the Ko-Fi goal anymore. Okay, Steam started up yet? I think it's taking its time. Alright, once I get Steam up and running though, we'll go ahead, we'll get some of the games that I've been meaning to get. I definitely want to buy Kenshi. We'll buy it on live stream. What's outside? Some sort of game with good graphics. It's the best game ever. Have you never played outside? Have you never played outside before? How could you have not played outside before? I'm telling you, outside is like a 10 out of 10 experience, right? If you start playing outside, I promise you, it's going to be life-changing. You will never get better graphical fidelity in your... I promise you, if you love stunning, beautiful graphics, playing outside is going to be one of the best experiences that you will ever have in your entire life. I'm sorry, I tried to hold it straight for like the entire thing. It's not very well balanced. Hey, I mean, is any game very well balanced? Is any game, quote unquote, perfectly balanced? Yay! Okay, we got Steam up. Hold on, can I do it like this? It won't let me do it like that. Seriously? Steam, you suck. How about that? Can I do it like that? That's better. Okay, so I think the first one I'll get is Kenshi. That's the one I've been, like, meaning to get the most of. We still have a bunch here that I do want to get, but I can wait on all of these. This is the game. I've been waiting over a month to play this game. Oh, wait 1 second. Hold on. I want to make sure that I don't dox myself accidentally. Let me just close this out super quickly and just go through the next screen. I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure. I don't know if it's going to show anything that I didn't want people to see, right? Like, give me 1 second. Alright, I don't want to continue shopping. Continue to payment. Okay. It says I need to put in my code. Okay. Alright, perfect. I'm glad I actually zeroed this out. Give me 1 second. I gotta go get my credit card. I'll be right back. All right, I am back. I got my wallet. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna complete this purchase of Kenshi now. Okay. Is it safe for me to pull this back up now? I think so. Alright, hold on a second. Oh, I still have the break in progress thing up. Whoops. Okay, alright. Let's go back over here. Yay! Okay. Alright, now we can install Kenshi. Where is it? Where is K for Kenshi? Oh, I gotta get Celeste installed. Somebody Leon gifted this to me the other day too. Oh, and I gotta get Doom installed as well. Lemon Zest also got me a copy of the new Doom Eternal, so we're gonna have to get that installed as well. So why don't we go ahead and we'll do that. Install. Accept. Where's Celeste? Install. Thank you. And then, where is Kenshi? Kenshi. Where are you, Kenshi? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Hey, Kenshi. Install. Hey. Okay, we could just go and we'll monitor this in the background. Wait, did you read my message? I need pity points. Oh no, hold on, wait. I didn't see it. I was on break. Hold on, wait, what did I miss? I forgot to tell you, apparently my retinas are detaching slowly. At any moment now, I could potentially go blind and I need emergency eye surgery. Oh no! Is that a real thing, or are you memeing right now? Because if that's a real thing, that's very serious. You should definitely go and get that checked out as soon as possible. Well, it sounds like you already did, and it sounds like they know what's wrong. So hopefully you get it resolved as soon as possible. There, let me change the phrasing on that. Nice, I'm playing Celeste right now. I was watching Leon play it, and she's like, oh, it's on sale, and you're literally the only, like, one of my friends who has never played the game, so she's like, I had to buy it for you. And I was like, that's so sweet. Yes, it's real, but there's nothing that can be done proactively with my... Oh, I'm kind of in the same position, B-Tran, with that, like, It's really hard for me, like, that's, like, one of my biggest fears, is, like, I do need to go back to physical therapy. It's expensive. Getting MRIs done is expensive. Getting x-rays done on my hip is expensive. It costs a lot of money to do this. And when I'm waiting for my disability to get approved, that's kind of hard. Even though I need to do that, like, to stay healthy. So it's like, I'm in a tough spot there too. I get it. I try my best to manage. I hope you do get it resolved as quickly as possible, though. Try not to put it off. Being permanently blind will be, like, one of the worst things that could happen. Definitely, like, even if it costs you a little bit, well, obviously do what's right for you, but, like, you know, honestly, like, sometimes putting your health first is better than you're putting your wallet first. I have Medicaid right now, so basically until it happens, it won't be covered. Oh no, it has to be... Oh, that is awful. I'm really upset right now, too, with those programs. Like, I mean, that's what I'm waiting to get on. So I can actually go and, like, get some of the stuff that I need get done. I can't wait to have those uphill battles. I'm still waiting. So, like, they denied me the first time for disability, right? So I have a lawyer, right? And I called my lawyer up the other day, and I'm like, so where are we at with this? Like, it only took them, like, a month last time to, like, schedule an appointment for me to get checked out. And they're like, I haven't heard back since I've, like, filed it. And, in fact, I've, like, recently sent them a letter, like, saying, like, yo, what the hell? Like, it's been 3 months. We have the right to, like, have our case processed and, like, evaluated in a timely fashion. Nothing. So, like, what my lawyer told me is, like, those Doge cuts, like, are really probably, like, absolutely killing the wait times right now. So, what was already a long and arduous process that I'm probably likely going to have to go through 2 or 3 denials to get approved for is now, like, going to be, like, at this point, it's probably going to take double the amount of time. So, when I originally had my consultation with the lawyer, They said 18 months. Now it's what? It's going to take like 2-3 years now because of like the wait times. Like that's an insane amount of time to have to wait to get something that obviously should be rightfully mine. It's horrible. Like we definitely need to fix this system. Denying somebody disability should not be like the default judgment, especially like when the evidence is overwhelming. That's the thing, right? Like you only really need to take an x-ray of my hips to understand that, hey, maybe that giant metal plate fusing them together might be causing problems for this person. That might actually hurt them all the time. Huh. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but like, I would be like, yeah, that looks like it hurts. That looks like it's painful and difficult to deal with. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm the crazy one. If the Senate passes the new bill, none of us. Yeah, I know. I've been following up on that closely. Again, I try not to bring politics up too much on the channel because I try my best to like keep like not only the Discord, right, but like this channel like as a place where like we can kind of get away from those topics. So I try not to bring up politics if I can on the channel. Not only that, but I do have a few very strong like political opinions. And like the problem with like getting into people's political opinions is like politics is such a personal thing. It really is, right? Like everybody has like their own like nuances to what they believe in. And all it does is just cause controversy unless you're like somebody who can be amicable about it. And it really does take two people to be amicable because even if you are nice about it, if the other person isn't, they're just going to piss the nice one off and then you're eventually going to start fighting anyways. So the best thing to do is just avoid it. Like that's my strategy. Just don't bring it up. It should be automatic approval when they run out of time. Honestly, yeah. Honestly, like this should be like treated like almost like a criminal case, right? Like if they can't actually like bring you in front of a judge fast enough, they have to let you off. Because you have the right to a speedy, like a fair trial. They have a time limit on a lot of things, and if they can't follow through in the criminal system, they have to let you go because it's not fair for them to hold you forever while they gather evidence against you. It doesn't work that way. Like the one thing that I will say about the Founding Fathers is that they absolutely understood that this is a David versus Goliath situation for most people. And that even if you did do the crime and you did something illegal, right, you're still going against Goliath. Right? Goliath has all the power and all the weapons and all the money and all the tools, right? And you're still just the lone person who has to defend themselves against this massive system of incarceration. And our system is really bad still, but like there are some things that I think are good about it. Like, but it still needs a lot of work. But I like the mindset that we tried to go for. At least, like, in theory, back in, like, ye olden days when we thought of this idea, it was good on paper. We definitely need to, like, kind of reevaluate whether or not, like, some of these things make sense for modern times or not. Like, there's definitely so much room for improvement across the board there. I'm not a fan of, like, the criminal justice system in the United States, but, like, I'm not going to get into that topic because it's super depressing and just, I think, honestly, like, just ripe for controversy anyways, so. Absolutely, I do agree. ICE is horrible. Like at school, if the teacher is 15 minutes late, you could legally leave. That's how it should work, right? Or if the teacher doesn't show up within 15 minutes, one of the students has to become the teacher, and then when the teacher does show up, the student like they have to be one of the students for the rest of the class. That's their punishment for being late. Like if I was a kid, that would be like my mindset. I'd be like, yeah, now you gotta be one of us. Now we're teaching the class. We've taken over. That'd be so cool. It'd only be cool in the context of like being a child though, like because obviously as an adult it doesn't work that way, right? It's like no, no, no. In fact, actually, rules for thee and not for me. It really sucks being under the age of 18 because like you really, and here's the worst part about it too is like what you like if you're under 18 you really don't have any say against any adults because you technically still haven't earned all your rights yet. Like if we're just being real about it, like you just haven't gotten there. That's not to say that, you know, people can do anything they want, right? But like adults usually get the final say in everything. Even if they're wrong. Even if they're wrong. They usually you just have to go with the flow there until you're 18. And then you can be like, you know what? Screw you. I can do whatever I want now. You can't tell me what to do anymore. Unless you join the military. Then that's literally what they pay you for. Is to do all the bullshit that they tell you to do all the time. Like, definitely don't join the military. Like, if you're looking for freedom... If you're looking for freedom away from your parents, you've just, like, signed up for, like, 2 more grumpy, horrible, abusive parents. That, well, they will pay you, but, like, goodness, it's not worth it. The juice is not worth the squeeze there. The student has to fight the teacher? Oh, we whip out the pugil sticks. We'll make this American Gladiator style, right? Go, like, we have, like, a section in the gym where they set up for, like, the pugil sticks, and then they have the ball pit, right? And then they have to do it, like, American Gladiator style, and they have to go, like, ow, ow, wah, and then, like, knock one of them into the ball pit. That'd be so cool. Except, like, wouldn't, like, the teachers usually always win? Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, like, if I had to do pugil sticks against, like, a 15-year-old, I'd probably knock them out in one hit. And, like, I'm disabled, and I only have one good leg. Right? But I still think I've got enough in my right arm where that wouldn't be a problem for me. In fact, like, when I use my cane, I put, like, pretty much all my weight on my right arm all the time. It's, like, one of the reasons why my arms are so big is because I use my arms to, like, support a lot of weight on my body. And also, I use the wheelchair, too, so I also have, like, really strong shoulders and triceps. Yeah, I'm not bragging or anything, but, like, I definitely wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of a strike from rain. That's all I gotta say there. You don't want to taste this lightning strike. That's probably not a good idea. It's high voltage. To be fair, a lot of teachers are fairly old. Okay, all right. So there has to be like a balance, yeah. So there has to be like a certain like I don't know. You have to make it fair though, right? Like I mean, at least maybe size them up, like balance it out by age, like height and weight. So like at least it's fair. I don't know. Like the whole thing is highly illegal, anyways. Pitching like a fight against a legal adult against a child would absolutely get the adults thrown in jail immediately. Like this whole idea on paper is like it's just an idea. Like there's no way this would work. It's one of those things you think of like when you're in middle school and you're like, yeah, that'd be so cool, right? And then like reality hits and then you're like, yeah, all of that's super illegal. You can't do that. Like I remember having this conversation with an adult and I was like, yeah, Pokemon's so cool. I wish we had like Pokeballs in real life and we could catch Pokemon and fight them. And like the person was like, that just sounds like animal cruelty and like illegal animal fighting. And I'm like, but they're not killing each other. They're doing Pokemon moves. Right? Like, I mean, it sucks all the fun out of it immediately when you like really look at what it is and you're like, oh god, that's actually really horrible. Yeah, probably better to stay as a concept. Pokemon moves like dancing. Oh, you could do lullaby, right? That's a safe one. Well, you know, technically speaking, it could be like Jigglypuff. Oh, wait. Where's the one with the Jigglypuff with the markers? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Jigglypuff from the TV show? And every time they would sing, they would draw the funny marker all over everybody's faces. That was one of my favorite scenes from the Pokemon TV show when I was growing up. Oh yeah, and I grew up with the original Pokemon TV show. I remember being so excited. I was like, oh my god, they're bringing Pokemon to the TV. What? I was blown away. Oh, Young Rain. Young Rain loved Pokemon so much. It was so amazing. It was so exciting. It was brand new. We didn't know what these things were. It was so mysterious, right? There were so many things to like explore and find, right? And I understand a lot of people crap all over Gen 1, right? But you have to remember, this was like the first Pokemon experience. There was nothing to measure it against, right? This was the greatest adventure of our lives. This was it. You gotta catch all 151 Pokemon to become the Pokemon Master. You've gotta catch them all. I can't tell you how many times. That was everywhere. Everywhere. It would drive my mother insane. She's like, oh my gosh, like, can we stop with the Pokemon rap at the end of every TV episode? Please. She's like, I don't want to hear any more Poke rap. No more Poke crap. How about that? I remember her saying stuff like this. The FOSS guy, I remember hearing about that too, and I watched that episode too, and I was like, wait, I feel fine. Apparently, like, it only affected, like, a small group of people, but I remember watching it, and I was like, so, what's wrong with this? Like, I just, like, I think people didn't really understand photosensitivity stuff yet at that time. Like, I think that's why it was allowed to slide. Like, I mean, honestly, like, a lot of the stuff that everybody, like, takes for granted today, like, we didn't know really a lot about it, like, growing up. At least I didn't. Like, autism was not, like, even a thing at all when I was a kid. Like, I don't recall anybody knowing anybody who was autistic. It only started really becoming more of a knowledgeable thing, like, in my teenage years. That's, like, when I first started hearing about, like, ADD and ADHD and, like, all of these, like, things started to, like, come out. But, like, when I was younger, like, none of that stuff existed. Same with, like, pronouns. Like, none of that, like, existed when I was a kid either. Maybe they were around, but, like, most people either, like, called you he or she, and that was, like, the only pronouns I ever grew up with. And you weren't allowed to interchange them. We've really come a long way in my lifetime. I'm actually really proud that so much has changed. It's really a good thing. It's a very positive thing. I learned of the Pokemon games at least maybe after watching it. I was the other way around. I got the games first, then I watched the TV show. Oh, hello, Kat. Welcome back to the stream. Oh, I updated my throne, by the way. Somebody got me something. Hold on, wait. I gotta get a picture of this. Where is it? It's in the Discord. Somebody bought me something on my Throne account. Under the, don't buy me this. Give me a second. Hold on, I gotta find it. I posted a picture of it yesterday in Discord. Where is it? Wow, y'all, like, post a lot of stuff. Is this it? I think this is it. Hold on. Oh, why is Discord sucking right now? Discord, you suck. Hate Discord. God damn it, can I just have the picture? Please. Oh god. Okay, who did I send it to? I sent the picture to somebody else. There it is. Wait, is like the download of Kenshi so intense I can't even download a photo right now? Is that what's going on here? I think I've maxed out my bandwidth. Oh my goodness. Alright, hopefully that worked. Let me see if it worked. It would be in downloads. Yay! There it is. Okay, so now I just gotta get it opened up on stream. Okay. Image. Browse. Pictures. Downloads. There it is! Oh my goodness, that thing is huge. Alright, let me just resize that photograph just lightly. I want to know who's responsible for this. Who is the one who bought me something off of my throne list that said, do not buy me this crap? Who bought me the Ame statue? Somebody did it. Somebody did it. Fess up to it. Who bought me the Ame statue? I just want to say thank you. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love it. I haven't taken it out of the box yet for obvious reasons. I will carefully unbox it. I might even film it, so. But whoever bought that for me, thank you. Like, I love all the collectibles from the game. So, like, this is something I'm going to cherish. It is going to be on my desk. I may keep it in the box. I'm not 100% sure. I definitely want to make sure it's well taken care of. It doesn't get ruined or dusty or anything. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll get like a little glass jar for it. I want to make sure it stays safe. I will cherish this forever. Thank you so much for buying it for me. Even though it was on my list of things that nobody should buy for me. Oh, hello, Tumble Dry Shoes. Welcome to the stream. Alright, Ari, it was good to have you here. I hope you have a nice day, my friend. A glass jar and figurines? I mean, I could get, like, a little, like... I don't know, like... I mean, like... this is not a new concept, right? Like, people in ye olden days used to have those, like, little glass figures they'd collect and they'd put them in, like, little shelves and stuff. This still has to be true, right? There has to be things for collectible figurines to keep them preserved. Besides the box is cool, right? But, like, I want to see the actual figure. Anyways, I'm really thankful for that. But nobody has to buy me things like that. That is definitely why I put it on the nobody has to buy me this stuff list, because nobody really should be buying it for me. It's absolutely pointless. It's really only just to make me happy. And honestly, I really just put them there for myself, like, ooh, you know what? I actually want those. Like, everything on that list, if nobody buys it for me, I'm eventually just gonna go through Throne and just purchase it myself. At some point, I will clear that list myself. But I thought it'd be fun if we do it together. At least a few people seem to be really happy, especially when it comes to the art supplies. Oh my goodness. Like, the art supplies is, like, probably the most impactful thing that people have gifted me so far. Just there to make you happy? That's reason enough. Aw. Well, you know, I mean, but, like, when I set up the throne, like, the number one thing I wanted to make sure that I do with it is to get things that are really practical. Like art supplies, paper, new paintbrushes, right? paints that are like high quality but expensive, right? Canvases, those kind of things, like things for like the stream, like so a new microphone, new equipment, like a new webcam, like so I want to have those things on there because they're expensive, and if the community wants to help me purchase things that make the content better, like, well, I want to make it available to them. But then, of course, Throne has all this fun stuff on there, so it's like, well, okay, all right. If they're gonna have a few fun things, well, all right, these will be gifts for me, right? I'll get these for myself at some point. I just kind of want to save them so I don't lose track of them. All right, we're probably gonna wrap the stream up here in a couple of minutes. It's been fun, but we've been going for a while this morning. What are we? We start around 8 o'clock this morning? Been a while. I gotta get some lunch, and I also have content that I need to make. So if I do a live stream, there's no live stream scheduled for tomorrow, just so everybody's aware. No live stream. I will be working on content, and I might try going into the voice channel in Discord and hanging out there for a little bit. Yeah, I need to take my lunch. I have some, like, IRL stuff I have to take care of anyways. So, I gotta get all of that done. And I gotta take my medication. And, you know, I also have to make content for the channel. So, like, you know, I can actually be a YouTuber. And then I also still have to do YouTube Shorts because I still don't have anybody to help me with YouTube Shorts. So I still have to do that all by myself. There's a lot I need to get done. So I'm not going to be live streaming tomorrow, but I might be hanging out in the voice channel in the Discord if anybody wants to hang out. If not, I'll just be chatting there tomorrow in the general chat and stuff. Oh, wow, YouTube chat isn't updating for me, but when I refresh it, hold on, let me check mine. Am I missing people's chats? I hope not. Hope it's catching everybody's chats. Oh boy, I am pushing it. Oh, my computer is getting a little grumpy. Okay, this is probably a good time to, like, wind the entire stream down. But as always, before I go, I'd just like to say a very special thank you to everyone, including everyone who's been so generous recently, who has been contributing in the form of super chats, or just contributing in general to some of the goals, like the wheelchair one that we just completed recently. From the bottom of my heart to yours, thank you so much. Your individual contributions are what help keep my dreams alive and help improve the quality of the content we all enjoy. But with all of that out of the way, thank you all so much for joining me today, and I hope everyone out there has a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.